This is 4 minutes in. I don't think it was expected to be as strong as this for VP. This is exactly very solid opening.
I think Crit just tried to use a smoke. Exactly what they wanted. I think Crit just tried to use a smoke, and it was burnt by Lil. Lil was actually like really close to him too. He saw him with the ward as well. I think maybe that might have been a misclick or something.
And it feels like the problem is as well, it's seeming to be quite hard for EG to get much done with the rotation of their supports. We've seen Crit go to the mid lane, go to the top lane, and it's very hard for him to get stuck in. As soon as he goes in with the roll, he has to get out of there because VP in both of these lanes have great potential to turn around and take him down. He'll try again in the mid, does get a good kick back onto No One, into the Snake, looking for the body blocks, but he can't quite find it. No one's able to get back up to the high ground, and again, sort of the problem we're saying, there's not really the greatest of follow-ups to when Crit makes the connection.
Pasha's about to have phase boots bottom, and then he can actually bully Arteezy quite a lot, because Arteezy's actually out of regen. He has to go back to base. That's really painful. The off-lane puck having a stellar time.
They do move in again on mid, and they get No One very, very low, but it's still not quite low enough. Salve's there for No One. He's going to be fine to stick around in lane, continue this farm. 26-11 against the 17-for-4 of Sumail.
Definitely a very harsh start for EG.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what VP needs to do. Like we were saying, they need to keep that tempo up, and right off the bat, all their lanes going this well. It's looking very solid for them. Pasha just really bullying Arteezy over and over again.
Now Arteezy now has his phase boots, but as you say, it's slower than the Puck's phase boots himself. Up top, Universe caught out, taken down. It's such a scary lane for the bat.
I mean, he cannot do anything up there.
I mean, we saw how close it was to the tower, but these heroes can still grab him with ease. There's so much potential between the Shaman and Weaver against a Batrider.
Yep. And you saw solo skill build. He was 1-0-2 at that point. So 2 points in the shackles, just understanding the damage will come from the Weaver and from the bugs. He just needs to hold them in place. Arteezy's had to expend, I think, 2 salves now. I think he actually had to burn the shrine as well. So, all right, he used the shrine and he used his 1 salve, and he's still forced back to base right afterwards. Pasha with those phase boots, as well as now level 6. Gonna use his defensive shrine and come back to the lane right away. All 3 lanes heavily dominant for VP right now. 2K gold lead already at the 6-minute mark. And the experience is also about 3,000. That's very significant at this early point in the game.
Really struggling to have that impact that they would have hoped for with the movements of the Spirit Crit now down in the bottom, just looking to soak up some of the levels whilst Arteezy's been forced back to base. But he's in trouble. He's going to roll away, but the Dream Coil's already down. He's snapped in place and he's down. Arteezy puts the cooldown out, but Lil's already out of it, and Lil will be fine. Pasha as well, no worries. The homing missile connects, but he'll still be more than safe in this bottom lane. Third kill for VP. EG yet to really scratch VP's lineup at all.
Yeah. Arteezy started to catch a little bit on last hits, same with Sumail.
On top,
Top lane is
he's level 7. He can afford to dive, and he may just get away with this kill. He'll chase it down. Universe trying for the TP out. Is he going to make it? Ooh. Only just. But again, this is Universe being forced back to base. Ramsey's having all the space in the world up top. 47-24, 7.5 minutes in. And as I was saying, level 7 as well. The experience for him, very, very good. Solo has been doing a great job of getting the pools going, making sure that they maximize what they can find out of this lane.
Exactly what I was about to say. Yeah, Solo's going to have a pretty early level 6 mid lane. Undyne getting harassed a bit. Roll committal.
They do have, indeed, the slow onto Lil. Lil turns. They've got the heals, though, and with the Siphon, no one's trying to man up onto Crit. Does have to be a bit careful with the Snake coming through. He's out of mana. He is low, but EG can't quite finish off the kill. They have a homing missile inbound, but no one should be able to get himself far enough away. Lil racing himself over towards the rest of his team, TPing in. He'll be fine. No one will get himself far away from EG before that missile connects, so EG cannot do anything off the back of that connection. And Ramses has also come over as well. EG, they had the full 5-man there in mid lane. It doesn't achieve anything. And now Sumail's in trouble, because now the team's awkwardly split up. Sumail will go for the TP out, and he does make it. Oh, no, he dives in base!
No,
the Dream Coil damage, I guess, after he TP'd out, and the bugs?
But he died in middle.
Oh, he
died right here. Yeah.
All right. It must have been the combination of TPing out into the Dream Coil and And Ramsey's getting the final touch in.
Did he TP to the tier 1 mid? And it
Oh, wait, did he?
broke the... I don't know. Okay. Anyway, mid. No one. Gets kicked in. And this should be
Here we
damage.
go. There's EG getting themselves stuck in. They'll get a kill. And Sumail going down like that. A little bit awkward for EG. 2k gold lead for VP, 4 for 1. Ramsey's steaming ahead on this Weaver.
Yeah.
5k net worth. Big kill for him to get. Just moving to mid and taking down the enemy mid. He's working on the Diffusal Blade.
The dream start for a team with an Undying on their lineup.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if Ramses gets this Diffusal Blade at the pace that it looks like it's going to be, Sumail's life just becomes so hard. Anytime they find that... I mean, sure, everyone, yeah.
Because then he can deal damage with the Cold Embrace heavily. He can pretty much kill he can pretty much kill anybody that he segregates with the Diffusal plus the Swarm.
EG, as we mentioned, with the Medusa, if they can slow it down, they can play the farm game, but VP doing everything in their power to make sure this game moves along at the momentum that they wanted to with their lineup.
And they've smoked up. They're looking for another catch here with the coil up. They're trying to get Sumail here.
Oh, Sumail's
He's very far up.
Very, very far up. Dream coil out, 4 heroes there. No escape for Sumail. He's out of mana. Very Fire will not save him.
Fear as well.
Cleans him up with the crit swarm.
Ramsey's,
yeah, he's just going to be ready to dive this Fear. Struggling with the bugs. Dominating Ramses now, and just a few hundred away from that Diffusal Blade with that kill. Boosting him up in the gold. It's looking like an absolute clinic from VP, really.
Yeah. Making all the right moves, and the lane's just going so advantageous. The Earthspirit and Wyvern have not been able to find almost any success. Only that one kill that they found on no one a couple minutes ago.
And now
Pasha bottom. He's going to wait for somebody else to come down. It's going to be Ramses TPing. He's stalking crit.
Okay.
Doesn't have coil.
There's no coil. Crit. Lucky to TP out like that. And we'll move into a smoke movement from EG. They're heading down mid. Universe yet to hit 6, so there's no lasso on this bat. Still just level 5 on Uni.
Yeah, they're going to have crit connect. He's going in for it.
I will find the smash. Homing missile on cooldown. Is there any sort of save for VP? TPs are coming through. They can't get there in time, so no one will go down. EG getting a big kill. As they group up and go as a unit. They'll put some pressure onto the tier 1 tower as well.
They really need to get this tower with this 5-man rotation. That's probably the biggest thing for EG. Bottom VP's already taking down that tier 1. And it looks like EG should be able to secure this one as well in the mid lane.
And with that tower, that will be the 11-minute Diffusal Blade on Ramses.
Wow, that's so fast. And he's level 10 too, so he's got the mana break talent at the same exact time. So that surge of damage.
Yeah, his damage is going to be off the charts.
I mean, Sumail is sitting at, he gets decayed once and he's sitting at 680 HP.
Yeah, decay and mana burn, the nightmare for a Medusa at this stage of a game.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Let's look at the levels too. Medusa's level 7, and so is the Shadow Shaman. Pretty ridiculous. VP now.
Oh,
they're not halting. They're
They've
just going in.
Sumail pots the Stone Gaze, but look at that damage. Immediately out of mana. He will survive for now. We'll see if Ramses wants to dive in. Stone Gaze will hold Ramses back. He's thinking about it. Fear getting low. They'll keep Sumail alive, but we saw that. If he doesn't have that Stone Gaze, he dies every single time that play happens.
They're prioritizing for crit. That's the only concern for them if they're going for those dives, is if crit comes in, gets a nice boulder smash silence, that's where they can get punished for overcommittals, but the damage that comes out is insane. And now they're going to pressure mid-tower, and not only that, they're limiting all the farm. Look, EG is actually farming almost nothing on the map at the moment. RTZ's trying to farm a top neutral camp and try to pressure the tower, but VP's invasion is going incredibly well.
Yeah, with the way things are going, it's still impressive how RTZ is keeping up as he is. He's only 1k behind Ramses. And when you consider the overall state of the game, this is Artur, you know, keeping his head down.
But this is
keeping focused and farming like RTZ.
The fact that they've lost their bottom tower, they lost their mid tower, now their access to their ancients is completely jeopardized. And that's pretty much their best way to come back in this game. So VP looking really solid in these first 13 minutes.
Oh, committing in. They get the silence. Dream call straight away. VP ready to dive. 4 heroes surround Sumail, and there is no chance for that Medusa.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I think at this moment, EG it's fully on RTZ to make the farm, make the plays, as Sumail is not going to be getting it this game with the amount of focus that VP are putting on shutting down Medusa. RTZ has to maximize what he can with the space, and so far so good. For him at least, but overall, VP just as a team looking to be quite a bit more awake than EG this morning.
Yeah, The scary thing is, too, is sure he's playing Gyro and he's got this decent farm. There's just a lot of nuke damage on VP. Just spell damage nukes, and they have ways to close the gap with the Weaver and the Puck. So if they get on top of him, he's going to drop incredibly quickly. Not as fast as the Duso, because, you know, Sumail has 780 HP, but he will die very quickly if they can close it. And Ramsey's now committing up top.
He's got his eyes on him, and Arteezy here has to TP out immediately. We'll get out of there, but he's got to be ready to do that every single time. It's just, as you say, so much physical coming out from this Weaver at this stage, Ramses.
And look at the wards coming out, actually from both sides. VP has very deep aggressive wards, so they can see it pretty much any time EG goes to farm anywhere on their side of the map, while EG has pretty aggressive wards. I guess just to watch the movements from VP.
Yeah, I know.
Their side of the map is very dark. If VP does just play on their side, it's going to be pretty hard.
I mean, I guess because as well, they're expecting VP to go for these pushes, so Arteezy realizes the safest place is probably to be up on that top half of the map, and that ward coverage makes it even more so.
I think
they go.
I think the idea from EG with those wards is we don't want to fight by any means. We just want to push the lanes out as hard as possible, and then just try to get an advantage after that. But now VP, they have Flesh Golem, the amplified damage on the Roche, plus Serpent Wards and Ramses. They'll be able to drop this very quickly on top of the Exorcism.
And they'll get this with these EG, not even attempting to have a look in on the Roche pit.
And look at Lil's build. He actually ignored Tombstone entirely this game. Just Decay and Soul Rip. Just maximum nuke damage for these low HP heroes on the side of EG at the moment.
Yeah, I guess effectively in the fights, it's very easy for EG to deal with the Tombstone, with having split shot and flak, so you can focus it and also get the damage done in the fights. So understandable.
So EG, all 5 setting up for bottom. VP split pushing 2 of the side lanes.
You get the roll in. Got the boulder smash connection onto Solo, and Solo will we get taken down. Arteezy finds the kill. They'll be able to claim this tier 1 as well. The problem is VP are pressuring 2 tier 2s at the same time. Ramses is on mid, the rest of the team's up top. So EG, they get a support kill, they get a tier 1 tower, but they will lose their mid tier 2 in return. EG still needing a little bit more from these trades to have a chance of catching back up to the pace of Virtus Pro this game.
They really need to blink on Universe to try to get any kind of catches, but it's still going to be very hard. Ramses stalking Sumail right now. He's under a shrine, though.
Yeah,
it is there.
He's not getting much out of this one, Ramses. He's got to run, and he will. Quick time lapse and a Shikuchi away. Oh, I say away. Ramses is playing incredibly aggressive. Crit will be straight out of there with the TP. And Ramses has no scare at all at the moment. I mean, understandable of how big he is, and yeah, the Aegis and 2.6k on top. Up top, no one. Set up with the Yules onto Arteezy. Arteezy trying to get himself away. Is there going to be any sort of save? Crit's there, the boulder smash. It will come out, but the right click was already through from no one. As Arteezy's down, no one goes for the 2-man silence. The TP out, and he makes it away. EG, they just don't have the means to cancel it.
Perfect silence. Hitting the Wyvern was the key there, so he can't get the curse off.
A full hood on no one as well. That combined with the Yule Scepter making him incredibly durable and hard to take down in these fights. Ramses consistently just hunting down Sumail. Sumail's out of mana. Ramses won't follow through for the kill, knows that there is backup for EG in the neighborhood.
When he does that, though, he just slows down Sumail's farm so much because Sumail then doesn't have mana for Mystic Snake to push out lanes, and it forces reactions from the rest of the team. VP looking very solid this morning.
What's Ramses going for next is like a BKB after diffuse.
Most of EG's damage early is magical. That's what you see. You know, no one went for not only the hood, but on top of that, he went for the 12% magic resist talent, which we see. You know, different people vary on the Death Prophet. They either take the, you know, they sometimes take the 50 damage. They sometimes take the magic resist. EG now, smoked up. I believe that would be the Blink Bat Rider that causes them to do that. And yes, but it is under a ward.
Oh, and this was so important. They needed to do something big with this Blink reveal. But as you say, VP, fully aware.
They're smoking themselves.
They want to try and get the smoke on smoke. And we'll see if they find it. They go for the wraparound. On the high ground, already being jumped on. Crit's there. It's just a one-man Dream Call. We'll set up for the Earth Spirit.
That's most of EG's team fight, though.
Sure. Once one guy's down at this stage, EG, they can't take the fight. They have to back off. Sumail getting focused, instantly out of mana. So it's a walk back to base potentially for him. The homing missile does connect onto Ramses, but as we say, he's still fine. Has that Aegis intact. And the space is there for VP to take another tier 2. 19 minutes coming up. All tier 1s and tier 2s down. This is it was the plan from before. This for VP, it's exactly what they were hoping for this game. And there have been very little hiccups so far with their execution.
Really fast tempo, minimal mistakes, and with this they get to shut down the comeback mechanic from EG. They're going to be putting wards around the Ancients constantly, just always stalking that area so that the Gyrocopter and Sumail on the Dusa cannot farm those areas.
Radiant are scanning.
EG with another smoke up. Let's see what they find. They go for the scan, but it's a bit of a false flag. It's just the illusion. They do realize that, and they'll look to go deeper. They head over towards VP's jungle.
They've only got the one ward right now, so they're trying to play around it and get some more wards down. Crit does throw an extra one down, and they're going to go meet up with Sumail. This Ramses has the full BKB already on him. Now they're all TPing up top. They have coil available.
Oh, yeah, Pasha.
But the ward from EG that just gets placed does spot Ramses and Pasha.
A build for Arteezy, looking to finish off the SMY.
EG's trying to like slow the pace down and try to get like a few some single pickups with that Blink Dagger on bat, but they all have to group up together because if they split up, that's where they can just get picked off and bullied by this Weaver. That's how massive he really is. Aegis gets reclaimed.
And EG, if they do slow it down, they do have this Gyro Medusa lineup that can transition very nicely. And they're not in the best place. They're in an okay place, though. You look at the farm. Sure, Ramses is ahead. Sumail and Arteezy climbing their way back up that board.
Slowly but surely. They're limited a lot on the map, though. That's the one issue.
Oh,
so they can only farm pretty much on...
Oh, they've got eyes on the Earth Spirit. As you say, a large bit of their team fight will be taken out. Straight away, crits down. VP chasing for more. EG retreating back up to the high ground. They'll get the diffusal slow onto Arteezy. He's already up in the base. We'll be fine. Getting these slow and painful pickoffs outside the base. The two ults are there. You've got the Ghost, you've got the Serpent wards ready to push when VP feel that they see an opportunity to do so. But it is hard. The high ground defense, very strong from EG.
Yes, the Splinter Blast plus Firefly is pretty tough to push into with Adusa there.
Yeah, they can stall this game despite being 10k behind at this early stage.
It's their only way back. They can't really win through head-on engagements. They have to get some kind of pickoffs with the lasso and just, stall out and defend high ground. Well, let's see what items are being picked up. Octarine, it will be the next choice for no one. Solo is going for an Aghanims on the Shadow Shaman, just trying to force those buildings as expected. Pasha, next will be Lincoln's, and Lil almost has that Spirit Vessel finished up. So VP getting a lot of big item time as well on the side of EG. They're pretty limited. It's really just going to be the Gyro and the Dusa who are getting pretty much anything at this rate, because the other heroes really depend on getting pickoffs or team fights. So SNY finished up on Arteezy, and Medusa has finished up Mask of Madness on top of that Hurricane Pike very shortly.
And here comes a bit of a tease of a push, maybe. I don't have the Death Prophet with them, VP. But the wards...
They want to force something.
That'll be enough, yeah. They'll start to pressure. They'll get the fortification out of EG at the least. Tombstone being kept alive for a little bit by the Soul Rip. Will still get taken down. Easy gold there for Sumail.
Arteezy was just spotted by the ward. They're committing on him.
Oh, they got the Dream Cold, but he will TP. Oh, the Yules! Pasha's got it. Arteezy's held back. He'll turn with the cooldown, but with Ramses there. Oh, Ramses getting very low. Does have to time that's back out of it. In fact, Arteezy, he's still alive for now.
He's speedy.
He's going to get away from this with the phase and the SMY. He's back to the Shrine. They're still diving. They're still chasing. The Shrine healing him up a little bit. The lasso's there from Uni. He's managed to catch out the puck. Pasha's down. Now Arteezy trying to turn, but the ghosts are out for no one. They have to get out of it, EG. Fear buying himself some time with the Cold Embrace. VP are looking for the bigger targets. They have the Yules catch onto Universe, but Universe forces up to the high ground. He'll get out of there. And what an escape from Arteezy. Ramses will end up cleaning up the Winter Wyvern, but considering that turn of events, that's fantastic for EG. The ghosts are out. It's not there for a push. Arteezy escapes despite the ults being dropped on him.
Ramses really wanted to hold his BKB charge. I think if he committed the BKB and just stood under the
rather than time-lapsing back and then having to,
yeah, he could have maybe gone for that kill there, but wanting to hold that 10-second charge was the choice he went for. But yeah, Artur, with that Mask of Madness SNY, he is quite speedy.
Very speedy indeed. Arteezy keeping his cool.
And look at this, Sumail has now passed the Death Prophet in net worth. So
I mean, this is
small gains, small gains.
That 10k lead down to a 9k. If it continues at this pace, the game very well may turn on its head with EG's heroes. You never want to draw it out against a Medusa and a Gyro. We saw it, I can't remember which team yesterday, they had sort of these two farming cores and that sort of passive moment, I think it may have even been VP themselves. It just put them so far ahead. And they can catch up EG.
Yeah. They're starting to get map control back on their side at least, so they can start to farm out their neutral camps, push out the waves a bit, but they're still under a decent amount of vision. I think a gem pretty early couldn't hurt for EG since they're at such a deficit. That'll really help them just secure RTZ and Sumail's farm. And they smoke under another ward. VP on point with their vision this game. But Lil walks in with an Invis rune. Do they have detection?
They
placed two sentries down.
It goes the wrong way.
He's out of there.
All right. Easy smoke dispel by Lil.
The well played by no one.
As EG's movement fully spotted out.
Yep.
And VP actually sort of preparing as they do group up mid in return. And they'll smoke up themselves.
Under a ward as well.
Oh, okay, so now EG know what's going on. Does anyone get the jump here, though? That's the question.
They do have vision of everyone on the high ground, VP, that is.
There's the jump pass, your two-man dream call into the silence. There's the follow through, they'll drop the wards on the high ground. Fizz been trapped, he's been silenced, he's taken down. That's one down. Sumail pops the stone gaze, looking to turn. Pasha falling low, has the phase shift. He's got the orb back up in a second. Can he get himself out of this one? No, that's Arteezy, the one in bigger trouble. Pasha does escape for now. Sumail's now been left behind. He's down as well as Ramses. No one moves forward with the exorcism. VP cleaning up 3.
Wards win games.
Absolutely.
That one ward that they have. We've seen that one time and time again. Exposes all of EG on the high ground in perfect jump by VP.
And Arteezy's having to buy back. They really want to protect Sumail's buyback as well, but the speed of the push may force it out. With the ghost still out, VP taking the tier 3. Boulder Smash out onto 2. Flame Break from Universe as they're trying to slow things down. Ramses just moving in, pops the BKB, keeping EG at bay. He's looking to go deep, bringing them down, taking out Fear, turns towards Arteezy. We'll have to time that's back. EG, they do hold the racks at least, but that's the tier 3 tower down. A very painful loss in terms of a fight. Arteezy having to buy back as well to hold.
Yeah.
VP still making VP short and knowing that VP, they're the ones that hold the advantage this game at this stage.
And they even get a ward down now, so they have full vision of that high ground whenever EG does want to leave the base. I'd be surprised if EG doesn't de-ward that one, though. It's very common when you do get that kind of high ground place to ward down. And now VP make their way into the Roche pit. They're gonna have Desolator finished up on top of Ramses in a second. All these big items coming out for them. EG very limited on what they can do.
They have to be very careful now with this buyback on cooldown for Arteezy. They cannot afford to let him go down again. There's the Aegis and the cheese. And as you say, the Deso as well. Cheese to no one, Aegis to Ramses. This game's certainly getting harder and harder for EG in terms of being able to hold off VP.
Yeah, they can't take head-on engagements. It's just way too hard versus Death Prophet. And I mean, when they're at 14k deficit as well, it just makes it that much tougher. Pasha will have Linken's finished up in a second here on the puck. Being able to protect his frontline heroes from that lasso will be quite nice for them. And Solo is going to have an Aghanims in about 900 gold on that Shadow Shaman.
Has been finding a lot of space around the map. Levels are good as well. Level 15 at the moment on Solo.
I mean, when they get, when you get every tower so early, Ramses actually gets lassoed here.
Ooh, can they finish him up? They have the Boulder Smash into the silence. Ramses.
He popped the BKB as well. He was trying to time-lapse.
Oh, he's already used the BKB. They have the Winter's Curse on him in place. Can they actually kill him? Boulder Smash is there. Ramses is trapped. Jump forward with the Dream Card. Pasha trying to turn, but Ramses is gone. What a catch for EG. And as you say, the fact that he used that BKB just before he died with the Aegis, didn't have it there for his second life.
Yeah.
And EG had the perfect control with those ultimates.
He thought he could BKB time-lapse because he was very, very low.
He was so close.
But EG still does a decent amount of damage if they can isolate heroes, especially when it's like 5v1. But great pickup there by Universe, just seizing the opportunity with that lasso.
Yeah, that is a very, very important catch. Arteezy up top. We'll see Solo. Solo does have a little with him. The wards are dropped. And now Arteezy's got to run. He's very speedy, though.
Oh my god, that damage.
The Soul Rip. bringing him down incredibly low. Lil trying to chase and finish him, but no, actually get it with the decay. That's Arteezy down for 70, no buyback. EG, they've got to buy back somehow. They'll come in, Shackle's there, the instant silence from Crit. Buying some space for Universe. EG moving in, looking towards Lil. Crit rolls forward and finds the connection. Lil's down. See if VP could get anything more. Pasha's there with a wraparound. Oh, the Dream Core cancelling Samael's TP. He'll be held in place. They're bringing in no one on the Death Prophet for the damage. The silence as they look to surround Samael in these trees. He's trying to juke his way out of it. Fear with the Winter's Curse, looking to hold back VP, but Ramses is there with a wraparound, takes down Fear, now turns up to the fight to look towards Samael, and Samael, he's surrounded by 4. Samael's down as well. Double kill for Ramses.
The 2 supports killed Arteezy by themselves. That was pretty painful. Now Ramses commits to BKB, unable to find anything. They'll transition to a push.
They're going to have Gyro back up in 15. But the base damage will almost certainly already be done. VP looking towards the mid lane. They'll claim the range racks now towards the melee. The game not quite over for sure. EG can still have a few more fights in the bag, but it's looking grimmer and grimmer.
Yeah, it's looking pretty difficult for them to come back, honestly. Big items already all coming out for VP. Even their supports are super stacked. Catching up to Arteezy's gyrocopter.
VP just playing pretty perfectly. There've been a few slip-ups like Ramsey's getting caught out in the mid, but other than that, it's been pretty immaculate from VP.
Yeah, from the beginning. I mean, the lanes all going in their favor. Their movement around the map. We said they had to keep high tempo. Uni gets a last off.
We saw him get a big grab earlier. Is this another one? He's got the connection. Do they have the further control? They're slowing him down. No one self-uses. Arteezy has the cooldown. Moving in onto no one, trying to keep himself alive. He pops the cheese, now turns his attention towards the gyro. Arteezy actually getting shredded by Ramses. Ripped apart, Samael's down the high ground. Winter's Curse dropped down. Can they finish these kills off? They're bringing the Death Prophet low. They'll get no one. They turn towards Ramses. Ramses with a BKB. Shikuchi will make it out of there. And I tell you what, that could have gone maybe a little bit better for EG. They had the setup for the Stone Gaze, but Samael had already used the Mask of Madness, so he couldn't get the Stone Gaze perfectly off after the Wyvern Winter's Curse, but still, they do get 2 kills out of it.
Still pretty big for them.
I mean, it's still absolutely massive for EG.
Yeah.
Considering how far they are behind.
Arteezy does drop again, but Sumail lives throughout all that.
Sumail's stepping up.
Yeah, he's catching back up here. And the Winter's Curse there by Fear was very nice, just having them focus fire on top of that Death Prophet. Numbers advantage coming into play there from EG, having everybody there at the start, while VP was kind of like trickling in 1 by 1, or 2 by 2.
They're holding on to this game, EG.
Medusa now has that Eye of Scotty.
And VP definitely starting to get shaken up a little bit. They did get that 1 lane of racks, but their lineup, as we say, on a little bit of a timer. Ramses, of course, the Weaver still does scale very nicely against these 2 cores. I mean, we saw in that last fight, if he gets his hands on Arteezy just disappears.
Yeah, and they take so much damage with the Flesh Golem, the amp damage that comes out from that Undying plus Solar Crest. His armor gets dropped down so low. So the gem is picked up now by EG. They're looking to try to continue these plays coming out. VP though now all grouped up. They're not gonna let this, they're not gonna try to let this happen again. They have Octarine finished up on no one if he chooses to go buy it.
And those last sort of 2 big plays for EG, of course, coming off the back of Universe making some very nice blinks. Which
already almost has the Octarine, sorry.
Even though it was a little bit of a slow start for Uni. He struggled in the lane up top, which is understandable considering the hero matchup he had, and didn't really manage to do much with the blink with the early reveal, but now at this portion of the game where it really counts.
Arcane Rune, Death Prophet, and level 18, trying to commit that exorcism.
That is terrifying.
And he's gonna use it.
Here's the push from VP. Can EG put a stop to this one? The Serpent was down as well. VP fully committing. And there's the jump from Pasha, bursting Arteezy down very low. They've got the Yules into the boulder smash. Beautiful control there from Crit, and they'll take Pasha down. That's the puck gone. They've lost Universe on the side. 4 versus 4. Ramsey's trying to come forward, has to time that's back down. Silence onto the Medusa, buyback from Universe, and VP, they'll claim the tower. Now they'll look to back off. With that buyback coming out from the bat, they know that he's going to be hunting, looking for a grab, jump forward. He's managed to find Lil. It's one of the beefier targets. They drag him back into the Stone Gaze of Samael. He will manage to turn around, but the boulder smash holds Lil in place. Lil's down. Second kill for EG on the defense.
Very nice teamfight execution from EG. Catching Pasha was like the biggest thing there. That boulder smash silence from Crit.
Fantastic yules into the Earth Spirit combo.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
They are holding their, still hemorrhaging bits of the base. As we see another tier 3 tower is down. Octarine now out onto no one.
Sumail top net worth for the first time in this game.
Oh boy, I mean, this is definitely one of those games where we could see VP get the mega creeps and this Gyro Medusa just managed to hold on and push it on.
Yeah.
You've got these 2 cores that are brilliant at pushing out these strengthened waves.
Probably the big thing too there is that Ramses actually claimed the gem off of the Bat Rider also. So EG does not have that to take out the wards that were just freshly placed by VP as they were going for that siege. And they will give it to Pasha. No one. He's very alone up top. EG is setting up for him, but he backs up.
Just at the right time. 15k behind, but EG still making the moves.
Still, it's still very hard for them to take these engagements. It's really about having everybody there and just catching pretty much VP off guard, like they did catch Pasha off guard a bit there in the last engagement. Even though he jumped in, he didn't really expect to get combo down without getting coil off.
For sure, though, when Sumail has the butterfly complete, I think that's going to be where it really comes to a point where if you're VP, you worry about if you're actually able to take the Medusa down very quickly. I know sort of resemblance of MKB, he looked towards from Ramses. He's still working on the Skadi. But damage could be an issue once Sumail has that evasion online.
Yeah, it's really scary too. Like you see them, they walk up into the fights, and then when they try to focus fire somebody, Arteezy's flak actually just shreds majority of their heroes, even if they're so farmed. Those 9 flak hits, it's pretty substantial when he's doing 236 damage.
AG coming out.
Lil.
High ground, Lil with the D-wall. Bull spotted, and in fact, Universe, with the Force Blink Lasso, catches him. Do they have the damage? Homing missile into cooldown says they certainly do. That's one out. They'll look towards no one. Dream Core just onto Fear. We'll just hold EG back for now. Arteezy looking to go. Look at the Arteezy just charging forward up to the high ground. He's ready to chase. He's ready to fight. No one with his speed will get out of there. But that is an undying down. Roshan just about to respawn as well. This could be pretty ideal for EG. It's still not necessarily easy for them to do Rosh. VP can still contest with just the 4 heroes, but it is there for an option. And they're going to potentially try for it. They're hovering around. They're keeping control. They know that they have the numbers. Do they have the speed to take it? That's the question. They're going to go. They're going to commit for it. EG trying for the Rosh. This could be absolutely huge. It would be the refresher shard, but it's still hard to do. In 12 seconds, Undying's going to be back up and on his way over. It's a risky one. Especially and VP will be ready to fight this.
Yeah. There's coil available in 5 seconds too. They keep scouting it out as well.
They do have Stone Gaze on Sumail, which can make it very hard for VP to interrupt the Rosh attempt. Cooldown's back up as well. Winter's Curse. EG do have this great AoE as well as what VP have. Pasha actually jumping forward, gets the silence. 2-man Dream Cold, BKB pop by Arteezy. Sumail moves forward, looks towards no one. No one gets the siphon off. He's going to be able to keep himself alive. No, Uni! He comes in. He's got the lasso. He drags no one back into the boulder smash. No one falling low and falling down. No one's gone. The Stone Gaze procking onto the Weaver. Ramsey's gone as well.
Oh my god.
And they get the Roshan.
And Sumail gets...
Does he get all 3?
He got Refresher Shard. He's not able to pick up anything else, though. The wards are actually trapping it. And Solo actually kills the Aegis.
He manages to deny the Aegis with his wards. Okay. Pasha jumping back in. Arteezy's actually dead. Pasha does get the kill. And Pasha, he may... I mean, they messed up the initial boulder smash in silence, so he might be able to get out of this one. Yeah, he's got the blink and he's out. A bit of a whiffed combo there. Will not catch Pasha, but still, what a play. And you could see there as well the way Arteezy and Sumail backed off, but Universe was like, no, we're getting this kill. And he just goes straight in, grabbing that Death Prophet and dragging her back to her death.
It was literally like the perfect timing, actually. So the lasso grabs and pulls Death Prophet in, and the Stone Gaze stun hits right after it ends. So he's unable to use himself on no one. And then Ramses as well is focus firing, and he gets caught by the Stone Gaze too. Perfectly executed by EG.
This is, I mean, as I said, EG looking, certainly shaky at the start of this game, but now they're waking up.
Exactly.
It was early morning, when we get the NAs in, they always struggle early here in EU.
And now Sumail has that butterfly. That's the big timing that they wanted. I'm looking around looking for cheese. Was it popped in that one?
It might have been denied as well.
It might have been denied.
I don't know if it might not get notification.
I only see the refresher shard, and it gets given to Universe for now.
I mean, when he's hitting lassos like that.
Yeah,
Even the double lasso.
He's really came in clutch.
Yeah, we'll see it again.
We'll see this again. So watch no one here. He holds his Yules for a very long time while he's getting focus fired, and Universe with like the perfect timing comes in here.
Look at Uni.
Grabs him, and watch Stone Gaze, and watch the stun duration. Instantly gets procced on Stone Gaze. No Death Prophet Yules. Ramses as well gets hit by that too. Gets focus fired down and gets bursted.
An absolute dream fight for EG. Crit. Look what he's found. He's found the setup for another lasso. They drag him in. Solo's down. He was out on his own. Solo is gone.
And they're getting some pretty big item timings too. Now it's going to be Arteezy grabbing a butterfly pretty soon as well.
Yep.
Uh-oh. VP.
They may have just missed their timing window. They were ahead. But in terms of net worth, but at the end of the day, net worth is not everything. You know, you sort of say kills aren't everything, and then it's like net worth's important. But then it's like net worth's not everything. And now at this stage, you've got to look at the heroes that are in this game. There is this Medusa Gyrocopter. We've seen so many times, and Medusa at this stage just be able to take the game because she becomes this incredible raid boss that is amazing at high ground defense, fantastic at pushing. I mean, all round across the board, this hero is very, very strong.
Yeah.
And in the hands of Sumail, when he's top net worth, in a game where his team is 11K behind, I mean, I know a lot of the time people like to talk about the incredible support plays, and sure that, you know, Fear and Crit, they've been playing it really solid now. This game for me, it's been how well Arteezy and Sumail have kept their cool on the cause and made sure that they don't get left behind.
I think
Uni's lassos.
Catching Ramses in the mid lane, I think that was like the big startup of their comeback.
Yeah.
Being able to kill him with Aegis, get it back, and then that lasso in particular was absolutely perfect. I'm really impressed by him seizing those opportunities when they're at such a deficit. It makes it so much harder when you're playing like under so much vision as a Bat Rider, and he's been definitely getting those opportunities. So I have Scotty finished on Ramses, and he has queued up now the MKB. We have the 40-minute mark hitting as well, so those double runes will start coming into play for whoever has the map control. And yeah, VP. They're feeling pretty pressured now on a very defensive stance. And yeah, Arteezy does have that butterfly finished up too. So those big item timings, no MKBs just yet. But VP, they're all smoked up.
Sumail. There is a Sumail. They'll find the silence. Dreamcore's going to miss. Sumail, quick with a Hurricane Pike, gets himself down. Crit jumps forward. Arteezy's there as well with the cooldown. Ramses pots the BKB, focuses towards Sumail. Sumail falling very, very low. The lasso's there for Universe, controlling Ramses into the silence for Crit. They're going to be able to take Ramses down again. Universe with these lassos, making the big plays happen. Arteezy is looking to go back forward. Sumail does have to buy back for this one, but they know that they can take this fight. They know Ramses is down for 70. They'll find Lil, keeping Artur alive. Universe again with these lassos, catching core after core. I mean, I tell you what, I need about what I said about it's Universe. This game's Universe. These lassos, never have I seen so many important lassos just come off back to back.
So
and especially after the start he had. He was really struggling at the beginning of this game. But every time, every fight, Universe has hit not just one, as we saw, he's hit two that are absolutely game-changing and making sure that EG, the flow is all their way because of these blinks for the bat.
Yeah, and the coordination there too. Ramses' BKB gets used during the Stone Gaze, then Universe grabs him during the lasso with the lasso, and then Crit gets like the perfect silence follow-up so he can't get that time lapse off. And now it's EG going onto the high ground here.
There we go. EG. What a turnaround this game has been. And still, VPR ahead. I mean, that's because they have taken more structure. There's still a tier 2 mid for EG to take, but if you're watching this game, you certainly feel that EG, they are the powerhouse at the moment in this game.
Yeah.
With how big Sumail and Arteezy are.
Level 25 on Sumail now too for that attack modifier bonus. And the levels are really starting to come into play. Look at the experience graph, and it's getting close to 0.
Yeah.
Everyone on EG.
Blink for Fear as well, so he can look to make those big winter curse play. Yeah, Ramsey's still struggling towards that MKB. They need it. The damage is an issue. Universe on the front lines with an Invis rune as well, seeing if you can find a lasso. See what he can get here. VP already heading over to the other side of their map. Keeping the distance. You've got to be scared of this bat, right? I'll tell you. Universe. Still there up there on the high ground. If anyone shows, you could still find a big grab. Now pushing EG. Teasing some out. Fronting the siege onto this tier 2. VP are there on the side, but now it's the point where it's hard for them to get stuck in Universe. Comes up, Tombstone's down. EG will back off. They'll wait the Tombstone out. Not really wanting to be too pushy about taking a fight right next to it.
EG does have a ward down there, so they do see Pasha. And they did lose the gems as well during those last engagements. Sumail.
Bit of a bait here. They do have the rest of the team ready to jump in. Can they save him in time? Arteezy with the wraparound, the BKB, the cooldown. Winter's Curse holds back the Death Prophet, but no one did already get the ghost through. Arteezy takes down Solo. Ramses turns his attention towards the easier kill, looks for Fear, will find it. Sumail's still alive for now. They can't quite finish him off, and Universe, he's there. He has the control onto Ramses, into the Boulder Smash for a crit. Can they kill the Weaver? They can again, Universe. He finds the big kills. They have lost 3 though. No one's still absolutely massive this fight, so VP can continue to chase.
Sumail living is probably the most important thing, because he had used buyback in that last engagement. He dropped incredibly low.
And they did kill Ramses because of Universe's play, and the ghosts were used. So the push, it is going to come through, of course, from VP, but it isn't going to be nearly as scary as it could be. With no Exorcism, with no Weaver, it's hard for this lineup to really hit structures.
That was very close to being maybe some more costly situation there. If Universe doesn't get that last one.
If they don't
Ramses,
kill Weaver, then they lose another set of racks for sure.
And Fear there, he bought a lot of time. You know, you even mentioned it. Like Ramses switched targets in that fight and went for him instead of trying to focus on Sumail, which ends up Sumail living as a Disdusa and not having to, you already used that buyback. So if he had died there, it would have been pretty punishing. Death Prophet now, full Shiva's finished up, so much tankier, and their attack speed slow could help them in those fights. But very, very close every single time.
It just does go to show how one mistake can still be game-ending it for EG, and VP can definitely still take the win if they get that chance to push in with the 2 big pushing powerhouses. Into the pit, Roshan is up. He's spotted out. And everyone back
Arcane
alive.
Rune outside the pit for no one. On top of that Octarine, Exorcism. Gonna be very strong in this next upcoming fight.
Yeah, this Roche pit could be absolutely huge. It comes through. VP sort of backing off for now.
Arteezy almost has Satanic finished. It's gonna make him actually kind of tanky because he's pretty squishy on this gyro.
I wonder if because he does have the buyback god. I wonder if he does decide to go full in on the purchase. Imagine with the way that this game is going, I feel like having buyback is more valuable.
Starting the Roche, gets scouted by the orb.
Let's see if they can get away with this one. Universe
Paris comes out.
Oh, it holds back one already. Trying to go in on the sidelines. Arteezy moves forward with the cooldown, connects onto both Solo and Ramses. Ramses posts the BKB, turns towards Arteezy, but Ramses is falling low. Has the time lapse, gets himself back up to full. Stone Gaze holding the back. In fact, they've got the lasso. Universe grabs Pasha. Pasha's down. No one's popped the Exorcism, but he's being kept at bay here. He's trying to get stuck in, but with 2 guys down on VP, it's very hard for the rest of the team to get a fight going at all. Boulder Smash comes through for Grit. He has the control. The silence onto 2. That's the Undying down. They surround no one. This Exorcism surely not enough to save him. He's got a lot of regen flying through with the Siphon. He is still alive. Ramses has come back in. Sumail very, very low. Have they got enough to finish off that Medusa? The regen comes in. That's going to be back up to full health. No one,
dead.
But Arteezy gets the kill on Ramses. No one's surrounded. He's the last man alive for VP, and he's gone as well.
Wow.
VP getting team wiped by Evil Geniuses.
The coordination with Crit and Fear, they really
the
started
buybacks are coming in as well.
The silences.
The triple buybacks. They know they can't let this Roche go.
Yeah, it's way too important.
Radiant's top tower.
Oh, and look who it is. Universe. Oh, they do have the silence to stop the follow-up combo from Crit, so Ramses will be fine for now. Gets the chance to BKB time-lapse. Actually, Sumail deciding to TP back because top lane is getting shoved in by the creeps. And without Arteezy, it looks like EG do not want to try and take that fight, so they'll sort of concede to the 3 buybacks there around the pit. And with that, VP will be allowed to claim this Roshan for themselves.
Net worth has hit 0, finally. But dude, the execution is coming out very nicely from.
Wait, can EG get back there in time? They're heading back to what?
So.
Nice.
No.
They can't get there nearly soon enough.
Yeah.
So Ramses will claim the Aegis.
They've been getting a lot of opportunities to just get Pasha. Pasha's been getting lassoed in a lot of these situations.
Yeah.
No one, you can still see the power though of the Death Prophet in these situations, how tanky he really gets from those Spirit Siphons and how much damage Exorcism can still do, because Evasion, even though they have Butterflies, Evasion does not matter versus the Ghosts.
See what they can do here. Going all in with this push VP. Right, Universe, he's looking for the setup. He jumps in, will be used up. He managed to get the lasso onto the Death Prophet, but couldn't quite drag him all the way back. Stone Gaze comes through, Sumail moving in the midst of it all. Winter's Curse holds back a couple of them from Fear. They're looking towards Ramses. Ramses, he's been silenced. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get comboed down. He'll be okay. Pasha jumps in, 3-man Waning Rift. They'll look towards Fear. Fear pushed outside of the base. Sumail trying to hold with the Skadi. They've lost the melee racks to the Serpent Wards. They'll pop the Aegis. Ramses is down once, but so's Fear. Fear's out. He'll buy back immediately. Solo's gone as well. He does have buyback available. They've looked in for the focus. They're falling low on the Earth Spirit, but Crit's fine. Sumail shoved forward, and he hasn't got the control for VP. VP back away. Lil still there on the left. He will be left behind. Pasha looking to dagon down Sumail, but he hasn't quite got enough burst to deal with this Medusa. But that's Lil gone, but they did get the top racks. They got what they came for, VP.
Nice objective play by VP, exactly. Solo just throwing the wards down there, and then they try to pick a fight elsewhere, so the wards just clean up that racks. They still have that objective-based gaming coming out from VP. Very hardcore with the Exorcism and Serpent Wards.
I'll see what EG can get done here now. They're straight down middle. Let's see what VP can do to stop it. No Exorcism quite yet. They do have the Dream Coil. And they know that Lil is definitely down for 55. They know that he bought back recently. So there's no one dying to worry about in this defense.
Solo still has the Refresher Shard on the Shadow Shaman, so he really wants to do that double ward play. Almost has Refresher as well.
I mean, they've got to be careful with those lanes pushing in if he goes for any sort of bots, double Serpent Wards into the base play. But it's his own base that he certainly needs to be worried about at the moment with this push that EG are coming in with. They'll take the tier 3 tower. They'll move on to the racks. Pasha there on the side, jumps in. Does jump out. They're not looking to fight as of yet. They need to bring the full team in, and there's still a bit of time before they're back up. So EG will get away with claiming the mid racks. Looks like they should be able to get out as well without any worry of VP catching them and controlling them. The ping's out onto the shrines. EG just looking to take the objectives, keep control. DD, Rune has been spotted out. It'd be very nice for either Sumail or Arteezy in the next engagement. But they're holding, and 51 minutes in, this is turning into quite a treat of a game. Both these teams playing some fantastic Dota.
We're having a lot of level 25s coming out.
Yeah.
5 of the heroes on the board, almost Universe as well, almost 6 heroes level 25 now. If Solo's got a haste rune now too. Okay, I thought he was gonna run straight to the base. It looked like for a second. But if he gets that level 25, the damage from the double or even triple Serpent Wards, he almost has enough mana for all 3. Actually does with the Arcane Boots, because he can refresh Arcane Boots and do all that whenever he gets the refresher coming out soon. That could be quite a lot of damage, even in the team fights too. If he gets like 2 or 3 Serpent Wards down, that is absurd damage, like peeling out the split shot.
Actually picking up a Lincoln's as well on no one. Just something else to help against this Universe bat.
They definitely need it. EG smoked up. They're trying to get the wrap around. They know where VP's positioned here.
All eyes on Universe. Can he find any sort of grab to start the fight off? Ramses just going to be jumped on. He did get the Yules off, and in fact, can they find the follow-up? The Linkers, in fact, from no one. He puts it onto Ramses, making sure that the lasso is not successful from Universe, but they've lost Lil. Universe will go down. Arteezy pops the BKB, looks towards no one, but now the BKB is worn off. Sumail able to find a second as both supports are down on VP. No one's still alive for the time being. Arteezy and Sumail having to back off. They're getting low. Ramses, he's picked off Fear on the sidelines. There's going to be a buyback from Universe. Arteezy in trouble. Arteezy's down. He'll buy back as well. But what a play there. That Lincoln's from no one.
So clutch.
That he lays down on Ramses, saves the day for VP there in that fight, absolutely massively.
It also was the way that they could take the fight this time around.
Yeah.
You see the double Serpent Wards gets dropped, and then it gives Ramses a lot of liberty to just go to the backlines and kill the 2 supports, or kill the Bat Rider and the Winter Wyvern, and then everybody else is just fighting. It's pretty much Medusa and Gyro versus everybody else on the side of VP. And with Exorcism running, it's still a bit too much damage for EG to handle.
Oh, hello. What's coming up from the secret shop? Is anything to take? It's not. We're not rapiers yet. I was getting a little excited. It's just a moon shard for Sumail.
We got some yesterday. We might get some today. Don't worry. So now it's
a little interesting. So Sumail actually, with a slot still available, opts to go for a moon shard rather than another item. Does that sort of surprise you? But I feel we don't see that.
It's a lot of damage. That
sure, it is a lot of attack speed. Yeah. Mid lane, Universe coming forward will be held back by the Yules. Oh yeah, as we see with these Lincolns in play, it's hard for Universe to get what he was doing done earlier.
Such a close match.
That's the refresher all complete for Shaman, Solo. You've seen that double Serpent Wards end the game very quickly before, and it could happen in this one.
Pasha's about to have refresher finished up on the puck as well.
And AC,
double coil, double dagon can be
AC
pretty
being
strong.
queued up by Samel. I don't know, because he had that queued up earlier. I wonder, you don't think he accidentally bought 2 Hyperstones and then made a Moon Shard when he was trying to get AC? I don't know.
I'm not sure. He keeps switching it up.
Okay.
Arteezy has
oh yeah, he's gone for
AC,
okay.
and now he has
Now he's
Nullifier.
going Nullifier.
Yeah,
okay.
they want to be able to stop those BKBs and the Yule Scepters.
Nullifier would be pretty great if you can get it past the Lincolns
Okay.
on these 2 cores, that's for sure.
Yeah. Prevent the cheese usage as well. Could be pretty massive. VP, they've got the double Serpent Wards ready. They've got Exorcism. Everything.
Let's see what we have here.
They're trying to break the Lincolns with the snake. They do break one.
Pasha
jumps.
He's going to get the coil onto 2. Samel just standing his ground. Man fighting up against Ramses. Cooldowns there as well. They've got the Winter's Curse. Holding Ramses in place. There's the lasso. Universe jumps in. He's found the grab. Bringing Ramses back into the clutches of the boulder smash. Ramses, he's down. He's down for 2 minutes. Again, the control is perfect. Can VP hit back hard? They're certainly going to try. They're moving in with the Ghost up to the high ground. Shackles onto a Ricky, and now they're looking towards Death Prophet. Death Prophet's down. That's 2 cores of VP down for 2 minutes without buyback. Samel cleaning up as he claims the double. 4 heroes are gone. Nobody with buyback available on VP. If EG shove it down a lane now, they could just end this game.
The Weaver and Death Prophet are short on buyback. They do not have enough buyback gold, even though the cooldown is up.
Can EG push quick enough, though, to make an impact with it? Sumail's got to refuel. He's out of mana. He's low on health.
Look at that damage done by Sumail in that fight. 8,452.
Just Medusa things. Sumail's played it very solid this game. They're looking. They're a little apprehensive about pushing in. I think because, as you said, because it's the gold that's the problem.
Yeah.
EG may not expect that none of these buybacks are there.
Again, Universe.
Oh, he takes off the Lincolns with the Yule Scepter, and he has the lasso immediately after. Pasha buys back straight away with the intention of keeping VP off. And I think, yeah, because EG don't realize that the buybacks aren't sort of available, they're not trying for this push straight away. And VP will have a chance at this pace to hold on once more. And they should at least lose a set of racks. EG, they're looking up towards that top lane. Arteezy ready to go straight in. Nullifier has now been complete by Sumail. And they're fighting through backdoor protection.
Yep, DD rune.
That's the power of it. Still a little bit of a painful window. 35 seconds, no Death Prophet. As I say, EG will get away with the top racks. Take down another set. Ramses will be back in 10. Pasha looking to cut some sort of creep wave, I believe, with the waves hovering around the middle lane. They'll move to tier 4s. So EG, they do get something out of this, but the game will still go on. Much to the delight of us and the viewers at home, as this one is quite a spectacle. 34-31, 57 minutes in, 5k lead now for EG. I mean, can we have a look at the net worth graph again? Is it just this...
First time in the whole game that they've claimed the net worth advantage.
There we have it, ticking in. Oh, about a 20k it was reaching in there. Experience a similar sort of story.
Yeah.
And everyone reached the 25s. Yes, we see which is the Undying and the Shaman yet to do so. Very close to having the full 25s on the board. And VP are out, they're ready to fight. Ramses on the hunt, moving in with the speed of Shikuchi. They've got the Dream Call onto Sumail. See what they can do. They'll turn with the bugs. Universe getting used up and force himself away. Arteezy and Sumail standing their ground. No one trying to get stuck in. He's popped the ghost for this. Backing off EG. Arteezy low on mana with the focus that Ramses was able to put on him.
They're going to try to re-engage once Exorcism's down. Maybe fix... Yeah, probably. Splinter Blast, 2 seconds stun. Yeah, it's
really good.
It's really
Splinter Blast, 2 seconds stun. We don't see that a lot. We
don't see a lot of level 25.
No, not a lot of level 25 Wyverns, but 2 seconds stun on Splinter Blast. That is going to be absolutely nasty for VP to play against these team fights, especially when they are these fights where you are guaranteed to hit multiple heroes with the Splinter Blast.
Yeah.
He's a full-out Hex for Pasha.
So he switched from the refresher that he had queued up before. Just wanted to get that instant disable, more important to him. I've been trying to keep track of the Spirit Vessel usage a lot in these fights too, because I've been seeing Crit throwing it onto no one in pretty much every situation, so he reduces the heal from the Spirit Siphon. as well as on the other side. I've seen Undying throwing it on the gyro.
I love these plays. They're the best. The creep wave's not quite close enough to take down the backdoor protection, but when it is, Solo's ready to drop those wards.
He might just do it anyway.
Oh, he will.
It's pretty underwhelming.
I mean, well, it is with the backdoor protection. Still. They need the creep wave closer.
Yeah, he does.
The creep wave's nearly close enough. Come on, creep wave, get yourself over it. It's going to be there soon, I'm sure. It's being kept out just on the back of it. Indeed, Solo's down. Now, is it still close to where it's just behind the tier 2 is sort of the range when it takes it off? It must
be a little bit closer. It's like down the ramp a little bit.
I think, yeah, EG are going to be all right because they're able to keep the creep wave just outside of the range of it.
If he was level 25 on the Shadow Shaman, maybe he gets the range Rex there because the bonus, the 60 ward attack damage.
Yeah, maybe just making the play a little too quick.
Yeah, he tried. He tried, though.
Sure. Well, we'll probably see it again in a couple of minutes if the game doesn't end by then, and with the way it's going, this game, as I say, both teams can keep it rolling. Into the pit, EG go. Looking for Roshan. And VP a man down.
They can't take that fight from
they're
VP.
not heading over to this pit anytime soon. They'll let this one go to EG. Now we have Pressure Shard. It's going to be picked up by Crit for now. We'll see who he hands it over to. Or we go. Once again over to Universe.
I would definitely give that man the Refresher Shard all day with the plays that he's been coming in.
Absolutely. I mean, especially if he manages to get the Hex done for the next fight, you could see Universe sort of solo disabling the entire team.
Yep.
And his back play.
Sumail purchasing up a late game bottle.
Okay.
To get those, bottle up those DD runes.
Yeah, late game DD Medusa is disgusting. See if he gets lucky with the rune spawns, and indeed if he is able to manage to grab hold of one of those game-ending runes. We getting everyone on the 25s yet with Solo? He's nearly there, just a couple more creeps.
Very close, yeah.
Lil needs to step it up, come on, level 22 on the Undying.
He's been at that level 20 mark for a very long, I think about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, he's hit a roadblock for sure. What an opening game though we got going here. 60 minutes.
What a way to start in there.
Yeah.
Game 1 of this best of 3, that's the treat as well. We're going to see more from these two teams.
Yep, EG, they're going for the Megas here.
Can VP stop it? They've got the lineup alive.
They found Universe with the Yules.
Oh, he did try and jump in. Indeed, the Yules comes out, force himself away. No one going in. Oh, the 4-man Dream cover. The BKB's popped out by Arteezy. Turns towards Noah, but no one keeping himself alive. The Solar Crest Evasion doing a lot for him. They'll drop the Nullifier down, but he's still fine. Arteezy's falling low. They have got the lasso onto the puck. Can they kill Pasha in time? They can. Pasha's down, but they've lost Fear. No, Pasha's still alive. He managed to live. They didn't quite finish him off. Sumail's still going. Finishes off Lil. Can they get Sumail out of this fight? They can. They'll take Sumail down. Buyback from Lil as VP look to continue this fight. And Ramsey's getting low. Boulder Smash catches out onto Sumail. Arteezy able to claim the Shadow Shaman. He's down for 100 seconds. Sumail buying back for this. Straight back into the fight with the boots to travel.
Pasha lived with, I think it was like 26 HP
it looked like he was dead.
Yeah, he got the Yules off at the last possible moment.
And EG, they are ready to push in. There's no Exorcism. And there's no Shadow Shaman. How much can they do with this? They did have to expend that buyback on Sumail. Oh no!
The Hex.
The Hex. Indeed, a tray on the side of it. Arteezy does get the chance to BKB. Satanic, he's healing back up. Turns towards Ramsey. Ramsey time that says this time Pasha will get caught.
No buyback on Pasha.
Quick Boulder Smash to the puck.
No buyback on Pasha for a minute 30.
Sumail's back in, up to the high ground. 3 versus 4. EG. They should be able to claim the Megas, maybe even more with this push. Have they finally done it? Jump forward from Universe. He's found the lasso again. He's got the catch onto no one. No one's down. He'll buy back straight away. Ramsey's heading forward. He's got to be very, very careful. There's still 4 members. He can't be outnumbered. They're looking for Ramsey's. Ramsey's with the Shikuchi, keeping the distance. EG now backing off. They're respecting the fact that no one's ready to chase. They'll turn. They've got the flame break knockback onto no one. Back into the clutches of Arteezy. Sumail forces forward, closes the gap. No one's down for 2 minutes. No buyback. Ramsey's, he's trying his best to clean things up. He'll get the kill onto the Earth Spirit, but Crit immediately buys back. TP's back into the fight. He knows with 2 cores down on VP, this should be enough for EG to close up game 1. In incredible fashion. What a game 1 to start day 2 here of the ROG Dream League Major with as EG, they take the tier 4s. Solo, I believe he's got the double Serpent Wards. We'll see if it does anything. But look who's been caught on the back again. Universe, he finds the Weaver. There'll be a buyback, but GG well played is called. This game is over. Evil geniuses. Questions were sort of asked about this roster coming into this match. And at the start of the game, I can guarantee there would have been a few lulls and debated in Twitch chat on EG's performance. But wow, what a way that they brought this to the mid and the late.
A couple mistakes coming out from VP, EG heavily punishing them.
This was it, yeah.
But after that early game, it looked really disastrous, but just coming in clutch. Yeah. Universe getting these beautiful lassos, getting Ramses earlier on when he had that Aegis was probably at the start of their comeback. A couple extra team fights off of that.
I think the evil geniuses in this game from sort of the 15 minutes onward, this is the EG that the fans have been waiting to see. This is sort of the level of performance you expect from these players. And what a way to do it here. Up against Virtus Pro, by no means an easy opponent. These guys are incredible at the moment, and EG are able to do it here in game 1. And Universe back.